Okay, we're back with another episode of Use It or Lose It. So before we get started, we'll add another treasure to the treasure box. So I have 3 yards of vintage seam binding here. It's been washed and dried. This will coffee dye up beautifully, or tea, whatever you prefer. So I will just tuck that right in there. Now, I have a bunch of fabric strips. I think what I'm going to do is, these are all like pastel colors. I think I'm going to organize them and list these for sale on my Etsy shop. So I'm going to work on that for a little bit this afternoon, and then when I've got that organized, I'll come back and show you what I've come up with. Okay, let's get caught up then. So I took all of the pastel colored strips. Well, not all of them. I saved some for myself. And these will be going into my Etsy. This one actually, I made a little snippet roll there. There was, in that bag, there was like little squares, pre-cut squares. I can't throw these out. All of those packages will have some of this white on cream fabric strips. And I thought, I mean, this neutral color is so great for vintage looking projects. So I'm just preparing it by tearing off the edge. And then I've got this plastic spool bobbin thing, and I'm just going to wrap that around there, and I'm going to leave this in my drawers over here. This is a thing that I grab all the time. My go-to. Okay, these were silver one time. They didn't get as rusty as I liked, but they're not bad. So now I can put these in their drawer. And let's get another pile of stuff to work on. Okay, things are are about to get really crazy. So let me grab these baskets here. I've got a set of these plastic baskets. I'm going to start sorting some of my textiles. Probably in, I can't think of themes. All right, let's just start from where we are. I got this bag of milk caps from an auction. They are filthy, filthy, filthy. They are going in the trash. Probably never going to use that. Redonate. The only thing I can think of using this for is Christmas stuff, like snowy stuff. So I will put that with the Christmas stuff. This I want to keep. This is just a big roll of bias cut light blue cotton. So I will start some textile stuff over here. I want to keep that. These ribbons I think I want to keep. I don't think I want those. I don't think I want this diamond stuff. I like that. I can see using that. There's a tag Kelly gave me. Gotta get those in the tea. What's this? No. There's a tag Kelly gave me too. Okay. I will donate that stuff. Okay. Ah, God, for sure I will keep that. These stamps, these are stamps from China. I think there's 98 in each bag, and they're all different, but each bag is the same. Those I'm going to list. These are coats of arms stickers. Flags, and there's more flags. I think we'll Etsy you guys too. These I will keep. This is a keeper. I think this had This is linen. This is all fabrics. Okay. That's an applique. I will put that downstairs with my lace clusters. That's an oldie. That's vintage. These are magazine ads from who knows when. These, I probably got these out to do some fussy cuts. So I think I will take a better look at these and do some cutting. That's the only thing I can think of. That's just white paper. Speaking of fussy cuts, this is an old, it was a book of Valentine's, and I started doing the fussy cuts and never finished it. So looks like I got two things to fussy cut. There's mushrooms. I have a bucket of mushroom stuff. Okay. Handkerchief. This is another piece of linen that has embroidery on it. I don't think I'll use it. It's got a stain right there in the basket. So as much as it pains me, in the trash it goes. This is plastic lace. I use this to make marks on my tea-dyed paper when it's drying. I'm not sure where I can put that I will not lose it. Oh, here's some more of that crocheted lace where they've taken rickrack and wrapped the rickrack around each other. So I for sure want to keep that. Looks kind of pretty with that handkerchief, doesn't it? Okay, so oh, okay, you'll fit there. Some fabric that has owls on it. I am doing an owl bucket. This one has Valentine's, or hearts anyway. Okay. Fabric scraps. Okay, so these are going in buckets. You're going down to lace. You've got to be tea-dyed. You can go in there. Okay. Let's do this box. Oh, I love this. Yes, 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 yes. You are remaining. I also love you. What I know, I know. What I don't know, I don't know. The scary part is getting to the linens because I have totes full of linens that I'm going to have to make a decision about. Totes and totes and totes. I can't resist. Especially the handmade ones. With that beautiful little embroidered basket there. Some of these aren't terribly old, but some of them are. I don't think I would ever use that. Okay. You'll get redonated. You guys I'll keep. Ooh, that's a sweetheart. Oh, look at the Valentine one. And that one's got tatting. Ooh, a Christmas one. This is kind of interesting trim. I don't know what kind of lace that is. That's a new one for me. That's pretty too. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I have these bingo cards. I think I will hang on to those for a little bit. This lace can go in box. Look at this fabric. Ugh. Oh, I love it so much. Put that in there. This I started to make tags. So I took lace, glued it down onto the card. I didn't finish that. Let's finish it. All right. I'm not happy with my Elmer's glue. If anybody in the US would be willing to do a little shopping for me, I will gladly send you money to get me some purple glue at Target. Okay. The reason I got slowed down was because I wanted to add a little more lace to this. But I think I will sew as far as I am now. And then I will cut some pieces of this doily to do another layer. So I think I maybe already marked it. Yeah, I did. I marked my 6-inch here, and I will sew all 4 edges. I can't remember if I was going to do 2 or 3 tags. It's 7.5. I think I'm going to do 2 tags. This card is, I believe it's for comic books. All right, I will pause while we sew. Okay, got that part stitched. But you know what I forgot? I forgot to draw the line that went down the center to make into the 2. And then I got all that sewn and I thought, ugh, I forgot to cut off the corners. So I'm just getting out my template here. I think I need to cut a new template. I've definitely cut some of it off the top. Because it's not 6 inches tall anymore. Okay. So I will be doing a little more stitching here, 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 and here. Now, while I was cutting, I was thinking, what will I put on these? And I'm thinking about an old photo. I definitely want a baby or a woman. These are all men. Oh, look at that old girl. Oh, I love her. So I do have some. Okay, these are all boys. Not that there's anything wrong with boys. I happen to like a few. Look at her face. Isn't she beautiful? Okay, let's see what we got here. So I grabbed a little, I was thinking this applique that I set aside, maybe I could incorporate that in a bit, you know, by cutting some of the little bits and gluing them on. Or and I've also got this other big piece of crocheted. I think this came from the edge of a tablecloth. Looking for an end. Doesn't seem to be an end. Oh, it doesn't have an end. I did cut it from a tablecloth. That's not what I want. I'm gluing her down. And that's all there is to it. And I'm using Fabri-Tac. And lots of it. Okay. Now in this applique, I'm just going to cut some of the little threads that are sort of keeping it together. Oops. Missed something. That looks nice. And then maybe like that. Ooh, okay, okay. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. What about that? We like that. Okay. First, I'm going to sew around the photo to make sure she's not going anywhere. Then I will glue down those pieces. Okay. So I had this going down this. How did I have this? This going down this way. Hello. I'm fine. How are you? He's just standing at the door looking at me. Okay, you. Stick in the glue. Probably the fanciest this old gal ever been. Well, it's just funny that I would find that piece of applique as I was sorting through stuff. Oh, and I have to admit, this stuff was on the floor. Yes, we have spilled off the shelves onto the floor. It's very sad. Okay, there's that one. Kind of like it like that, but I'm worried that if I decide to put a tag topper on this, so maybe I will keep it to one side. Well, Oh, now I'm torn. Okay, let's just do it the way I was going to do it. Spend all day trying to figure this out. Got a little freezing rain out there today. Had to scrape ice this morning. I did go to work for a couple hours this morning because I had 3 new cases. I had to pick up the paper files so I can review them here at home. I mean, I could have read them online electronically, but I'm so bad at that. I like to have things in my hand. I like to be able to underline stuff. Get out my highlighter. But we have a port. Oh my goodness, a carport at the office. So it's only got room for 4 cars, but nobody's there. So I was able to park under there. So I didn't have to scrape when I come home. And now Doug just came home and he said the main roads are good, but the side roads are getting really slick. And he threw some ice or some ice melter out there on the sidewalk. Okay. What do we think of her? Isn't she sweet? Now, maybe. I was also thinking maybe I would use some color on her. I was thinking about those doilies that Kelly sent me with the colored flowers. Pink and yellow flowers. Oh my gosh, I'm 500 degrees. Now I'm kind of a fan of that. Yeah, I'm changing pictures. She looks like a painted lady. What about you? Do you need to be dressed up? Aw, babe, you sure do. All right. We'll get you all gussied up. Okay. I'm going to cut this little piece off the bottom because it looks like maybe tape. There. Just slightly round it. Not the best, but it'll be covered up mostly. Hopefully. Okay. Oh, I could throw up the window right now. Take a running leap at the sidewalk and go sliding down that ice. That sounds pretty good. Whoop. Careful, careful. Okay, give her some sewing. Okay, now I wanted to make sure I showed you the back that has this stitching on it. I probably would not use this tag as one that goes in and out of a pocket, just because it might be difficult because of the texture. So I guess that's the only reason. There's no B. Come on, Nancy. But if someone wanted to use this as that kind of tag, I suppose you could write like in the space that's framed out by the stitching, or glue another piece of paper on top. So I'm just trying to neatly add the fabric tack. So I do have a I call it a bucket, but it's actually like a tote that has just photos in it. So I will put my photos away where they belong so they're not on the floor anymore. Okay. right. So I would use these as page embellishments, like a tuck spot where you could tuck something behind it. And that shouldn't be any problem because everything's all nice and neat on the back. Okay. Just a little hanger-oner there I don't like. Now here, some of the embroidery is fraying out just a little. So I'm putting some art glitter glue right there just to seal those threads. Somehow I've gotten a thread under here. All right. So those are pretty cute. Wrong hole, Nancy. Yeah, I'm quite tickled with how those turned out. All right, it's time to move on to the next thing. Thanks so much for joining me today. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.